This is a super short video to help you prepare for your Primalista call to explore the Primalista license. In this super short video, I'm going to explain to you how the license works, how much you can earn, what the costs are to get involved and get started. I'm going to share with you a couple of Primalista case studies, explain to you what the bonuses are, and give you the answers to the most commonly asked questions. But first, let me start by introducing myself to you. My name is Helen Marshall. Everyone calls me H. I'm a certified primal health coach with over 30 years experience in the health and wellness industry. I've been a guest on over 25 podcasts, as well as hosting the Primal Alternative podcast on the Wellness Couch for over 3 years. I've spoken at key wellness events across the country and, most importantly, had my own food as medicine health transformation from a list of chronic and debilitating symptoms such as chronic nausea, insomnia, aches and pains, chronic headache, chronic fatigue, depression, anxiety, phobias. Gosh, the list of horrors goes on, and completely transformed my health and life with real food, which is incredible. I created the Primalista license and brand 7 years ago. So after my own health transformation, I went on to coach other people. And what I found was that instead of just wanting the theory on how to do things, people wanted the food cooked for them, and they couldn't go without bread. I can't go without bread. Or they might do all right for a while, but then they just wanted a pizza or a cookie. And why shouldn't you be able to have those? I really think that any dietary change needs to be doable for the long term, and there can be no deprivation. So my home-baked goodies took off. It went nuts. And I just knew I had to get this model out to more people so more communities could be nourished with real food, home-cooked alternatives. Now, I knew I didn't want to do it in a factory. So what I decided to do was to get together a group of like-minded, health-conscious women and men who love to bake. And so far, the Primalista license has helped over 210 people before you get started in their own primal alternative business, which is crazy, right? It's so cool. And the model has been predominantly in Australia. So don't let this accent fool you. I'm in WA on the south coast of Western Australia in a little hippie town called Denmark. But through podcasts and the internet, this model has been successfully replicated as well in the UK, the USA, and New Zealand. We've got 33 streamlined products. And by that, I mean, we just all use the same ingredients across 5 different product lines. And we're in over 400 stockists. The Primal Alternative products are all grain-free, so therefore naturally gluten-free. They're refined sugar-free. We've got low-carb and vegan options, as well as some nut-free options. The products are all packaged in compostable cellophane packaging, so no plastic. Woohoo! And we use premium and organic real food ingredients. Our big point of difference is that everything is locally homemade with love, and it's made without gums, emulsifiers, soy, yeast, veggie oils, or any other crap that you don't want in your body. Primal Alternative, because it's such a beautiful, ethical, community-centric, empowering model, is well loved by a heap of industry influencers like Jordan Pye, Helen Padarin, pictured here with Geeta, Additive Free Kids, Cindy O'Meara, Alex Stewart, Joe Witten, and a ton more. So let me explain to you how the license works. Got a little video for you that I recorded before. The Primalista license is in exchange for the Primal Alternative intellectual property, which can all be found on the recipes and resources page. I just wanted to give you a quick look at what you get on the resources page. So you access this back end of the website through the regular Primal Alternative website with your own login and password. At the top, there is a guided tour from me showing you where to find all of the different bits of information. Now, it's all on here. If you tried to read it all, you would be overwhelmed. So you just dip in and out as you need to. Now, one of the first things you'll be doing is getting your food business registration. And that is something that can feel quite daunting for a lot of Primalistas. And I just wanted to show you our food safety program, which is a very massive document of 178 pages long. But when you put this across to your environmental health officer, they are going to see that you know exactly what you're doing when it comes to food safety and food handling. And it's also a really good educational document for you to have a read of as well. Now, it goes on and on and on and on and on, but at the very back of it are all of our methods, as well as a sample label and our lab tests to prove that all of our products are low risk and not potentially hazardous, which is what your environmental health officer is looking for. It's a wonderful document, super proud of it. It's been developed over about 5 years, and it's really going to help you out with your food business registration. So back to the resources page. This is where you will find where to get your ingredients from. So when you click through onto here, you'll get hold of our supplier comparison spreadsheet. So we've already worked out the best places to get ingredients from in the country. And so you can check out this spreadsheet and then choose from there where you want to get your ingredients from. Same with the packaging and same with the labels. So you source everything for yourself and your business. Now, I wanted to talk to you about stockists and retailers, because apart from getting a food business registration, the other thing some Primalistas are nervous about is approaching a stockist and making a sale. We've got some beautiful tools to help you approach a stockist with confidence and get a sale. So you can see on here as well our entire range, which might be good to know. So we've got breads, we have got paleo breads, vegan breads, and low carb breads, as well as bagels, cookies, pancake mix, pizza bases, wraps, jellies, granolas, and pastry, as well as our packet mix range. So when you go into a shop, they're going to want to know what's the wholesale price, what's the retail price, who's it for, what's the shelf life, what's in it, you know, what can you use it for, and all of that information is on here, as well as nutrition information panels and the barcode. So that's a really awesome tool to help you get a sale. Now, if you're wanting to do your social media, this is just an example of one of our products, our new chocolate granola. But you can see these pictures are stunning, and they're going to look so good on your Instagram or social media page. We've got a ton of other pictures just like that, as well as some social media tiles to help you have the absolutely most gorgeous social media presence ever. The other two places to note are the secret recipes page, which is where you will find the recipes, as well as a video of me showing you how to make them and package them. The other place that you'll love to hang out is in our Primalista community, which is currently held in a Facebook group. And there you will be able to you know, ask questions, seek advice, get support, cheer on other Primalistas, yeah, and have a really good time. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight into what you get with the resources when you become a Primalista. Thanks, Helen. And now back to the studio. Oh, right. How much can you earn as a Primalista? Right. This is something you're going to want to know. Most people are drawn to Primal Alternative not to make a ton of cash, but more to combine a hobby, doing something that they really, really aligns with their values, from home, it's something meaningful. It's making an impact on their local community. They want to learn new skills, have a new experience. So that's why a lot of people jump on board with Primal Alternative. But obviously you want to make your money back and a little bit more, right? So this is an example of how much you would need to bake to generate about $1,200 worth of sales. And then that would be around $655 to you. There's 80 products here. As you can see, a batch of bread makes 2 loaves, a batch of cookies makes 5 packets, and one batch of pizzas makes 8 pizzas, so 4 packs. So this would take about 10 hours, and this is what I built the model on. So I was baking 2 mornings a week and earning about $500 gross profit to me per week. Prices have gone up since then. So here's a bit of an idea of the cost to produce. This is the margin you would get if you were selling it direct to the end consumer. If you were selling it to a business, obviously they would take around a 30% margin. And if you sold some to direct sales and some to businesses, you would have around half would be gross profit to you. And it's the same with the cookies and the packet mixes. There's a slightly higher margin and a longer shelf life. Woohoo! And the breads and the costs to get started. All right. Startup costs, you're looking at around $1,800 to get started. That's assuming you've already got an oven and a mixer. You don't need to go out and get a brand new kitchen or a brand new oven or a brand new mixer. You will need to get your food business registration from your local council, which is about $500. Check with your local council. You'll need product and public liability insurance. We can put you in touch with the right people. That's about $50 a month. Everything else, you can get at your own will, and you'll make money back, obviously, on your ingredients and your bags and your labels once you start selling. Basically, to summarize, the Primalista license gets you from a baking and health enthusiast to having a successful business quicker than if you started yourself from scratch, designing logos, getting tripped up with which font colors to use, trying to get your product out there, trying to take decent looking pictures of your products, and getting influencers to endorse them. All of that kind of thing is done for you. Let's get some real life feedback from real life Primalistas. This is Primalista Rosie.
Knew immediately that I wanted to do Primal Alternative as soon as I heard about it and read a little bit about it. I knew that I could do it. And the reason being is that everything, like all the startup things were, all the bits and pieces, all the legalities, all the technicalities were already done. If I had to start from scratch, if I'd had to do the logo and the deal with council by myself, or even knowing that you have to deal with the council, I would not have had the confidence to do it. So if I was to say, so I didn't have a dream of having my own business. I knew before I started Primal Alternative that I knew that I wasn't where I wanted to be in life. I knew that I wasn't aligned with the profession I was in, but I didn't know how to get out of it. And then Primal Alternative gave me this amazing, incredible reason and path to move from where I was to where I wanted to be. And I knew that I wanted to be with Primal Alternative. I knew that I could do it. Like I said, if I'd had to do it all by myself, I would have really struggled to overcome the feeling of the lack of confidence in myself.
Love that. And moving on to Primalista Char in Queensland.
Will fluctuate, but I think once you start forming relationships with a couple of good stockists, and really when I first started, I thought I would need 5 or 7 or 10 stockists, but I've got 2 and they keep me plenty busy. to do 2.5 to 3 days a week if you take into consideration the admin that goes along with running a business yourself and the deliveries, etc. But yeah, I think you start to build a good relationship with your suppliers, and it just becomes a repetitive business. So I've got a supplier who's incredible. It's an online organic farmers market that they don't just purchase or order the products from me. They market the hell out of my product and out of me, and they'll showcase stuff about me or about the products, and they'll, like, I think my first order with them in the first week was 100 different products. So I think building that relationship with people and with other groups, especially in businesses where it's about developing women and women working together, that will translate into the income that you're looking to get. So just from the stockist on 1 day work a week, I basically earn more than what I ever did working in the corporate environment in 1 day. So if you took a day by day comparison, yeah, so it will fluctuate.
Awesome. All right. What is the investment for the Primalista license? What are the bonuses and what is the saving? All right. The Primalista license is $584 a month for the first 12 months. And then it's just $110 a month after the first year. So during the first year, the total cost is $6,999, which is a saving of $470 on the license. So the total cost is around $7,500. The bonuses are so epic. So the bonuses combine a mixture of some health coaching courses, some business coaching courses specifically for Primalistas. You'll also get a beautiful organic fair trade apron modeled here by the beautiful Vi, and a spatula, as well as a baking starter kit, which is actually worth around $800 landed. This will drop on your doormat within the first couple of weeks of joining Primal Alternative. You get 12 tins, 260 personalized labels of a range of the products, and 2,000 cellophane bags for your breads, pizzas, and cookies. Don't forget that thriving business double guarantee. You get access immediately to the recipes and resources, which I've already shown you. But if after the first 7 days you think, what a load of rubbish, you get your money back. And there's also guaranteed sales in your first 3 months or your money back. That's really good to put down those doubts and fears, right? Now I'm going to leave you with, I'm going to give you our commonly asked questions and answers. Let's go. Can you tell I used to be an aerobics teacher? Everything has to be the music. All right, we don't want to watch it again. Okay, so if you want to prepare for the call, I will be preparing for the call with you. It's super simple. It'll take you all of 60 seconds to prepare. You've watched this video. I have seriously shared with you everything you need to know about how this model works. It's super simple. But if you can think of 3 to 5 places where you want to sell the product to, how many days a week you want to bake, how much you'd like to earn, so what feels like a fair exchange for you, and write down any questions you might have for me. I am so happy that you booked a call. I'm so excited to be empowering people with a new business model to work from home and also bringing real food alternatives to our community. And I cannot wait to meet you. See you soon.